Restaurants and bars they've actually been some of the biggest casualties of the COVID-19 pandemic. As far as business is concerned, establishments have had to shut down, jobs lost, all because of curfews and, of course, restrictions on the sale of alcohol. The restaurant industry, Sally, says it shouldn't be punished because it is obeying the COVID-19 safety protocols. Wendy Alberts is CEO of the Restaurants Association of South Africa, joining us live now. And Wendy, you, I would imagine, would be quite pleased with the news that there's a further relaxation of regulations. How much will alert level 1 make as far as a difference in profits for you?
Absolutely. I think that there's champagne corks popping all around South Africa. Many restaurateurs relieved with the news. And one must also remember that it doesn't begin and end only with the restaurants here and the number of staff. The entire value chain opens. And the opportunity to bring so many more people back to work suddenly becomes a reality, and music starts to really happen within our businesses. You know, the regulations need to be announced. But we've certainly travelled the hardest road out of any other industry in South Africa. And notwithstanding the good news, we'd like to honestly say thank you to the President of South Africa and the Minister of Tourism for the advocacy and keeping lines of communication for us to constantly collaborate in a way that does open the economy and open the industry up for us at different levels. So we absolutely now really, really need to work hard together as an industry. I think you can see the efforts we've made over the last 3 weeks in the reopening of the industry. We were really on death's door in the first week of January. We've reopened successfully. We have been compliant. We certainly have got good advocacies with the Minister of Policing and his incredible services to keep compliance at its highest level. And we'll continue to move through this and ensure that we keep the safety of both patrons and our staff at the highest degree. And the most pertinent thing is that we need to get the rollout of the vaccine put into the frontline staff and ensure that we can start moving forward and rebuilding this beautiful industry through the economy and the availability of the economic reprieve that's there for us.
Less than 11 months since our first lockdown kicked off, what percentage of the restaurant industry as a whole have we lost forever?
You know, it's such a beautiful industry and the people are so resilient. They really are the heroes of South Africa. So I would anticipate around about 30%. You know, when I talk about these figures, it breeds a lot of emotion with people who have lost their dreams, their businesses, doors closed, people who are passionate. It takes a very, very specific, beautiful human being to be able to work in hospitality and in tourism. So as these levels reopen and there's availability, we see people gathering their equipment and trying to find new sites and trying to rebuild their lives and trying to rebuild the industry. So we can certainly see there will be huge excitement moving through the next couple of weeks in this industry as we try and rebuild the industry. We've seen good support from the South Africans. We are certainly the most loved industry, and I can always just continue to say thank you to South Africa for extending yourself to the degree that you do to save the industry to the level that you have. Without the South Africans, we would have been completely decimated. So that will always be close to my heart, and the thanks will always be continuous.